Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. DC's Rebirth seeks to return a number of elements from the pre-New 52 universe. One thing missing though is the return to some of the more iconic costume designs. The suits for heroes like Superman and Batman seek to combine elements from the classic and recent redesigns. The goal, no doubt, is to appeal to both sides of a divided fandom. One point of contention for classic DC fans though is the remaining absence of trunks, particularly on Superman's costume. Many newer fans might exasperatedly proclaim that the trunks are a thing of the past and that it's time to move on. Yet others dogmatically insist that the additional red garment over the pelvic region is necessary to the character's identity. I want to examine that argument for the trunks with specific reasons that aren't usually included in the debate. But first, some history. As many of you know, Superman was the first comic book superhero, and his look set the standard for superhero costume design. Bright colors, unless you're a character descended from pulp noir like Batman, a cape for those able to fly through the air, and trunks. Though they're often mocked as underwear over the pants, trunks are a different piece of clothing entirely. Underwear is made to fit beneath other garments. It's thin and made from soft material. Trunks were made to cover and support, which is why they were worn by circus strongmen of the day. They were theatrical, allowing for a different color or shade in the overall costume, and they were form-fitting and minimal to show off the strongman physique. Trunks were a cultural signifier of strength. Without them, the bodysuit resembles a pair of long johns, looking far more like underwear than the trunks. In their design of Superman, Siegel and Schuster indicated by his very appearance that Superman was a hero of great physical strength. In fact, trunks were the latest in a long tradition of adornments to the pelvic area, to signify strength and virility in men. In ancient Greece, theater audiences were informed about the attributes of each male character based on the phallus he wore. In the Renaissance, codpieces came into fashion, often a symbol of social status. Even today, some men still wear large belt buckles, and almost all pants for men have a prominent fly. One oft-heard argument regarding this cultural phenomenon is that times change. Just as actors no longer wear phalluses, our strongmen no longer walk around in trunks, so superheroes should evolve to reflect the times. While to a degree superheroes should reflect their culture and times, where do people get the notion that our strongmen don't wear trunks anymore? From wrestlers to bodybuilders to athletes, trunks are still the practical and stylish apparel of choice. For proof of their cultural relevance, look at superhero designs that forego the trunks. Henry Cavill wears what amounts to a onesie in Man of Steel and Batman v Superman. One-piece, tight-fitting suits in our culture are worn by babies, figure skaters, or ballet dancers, none of which are associated with primal brute force strength that strongmen are capable of. And in the Henry Cavill example, the films that give us Superman in a one-piece also add prominent layers of insecurity and indecision to the character, neither of which is associated with strong, confident masculinity. So trunks in breaking up a one-piece allow for a possible additional color to be added to an otherwise monochromatic bodysuit. This brings us to the second reason for trunks, which is an aesthetic one. Color balance in a costume design portrays sturdiness, reliability, and helps inspire confidence in the hero's capability. Since I used Man of Steel, let's continue with that example. The red in the design lies in the shield and cape at the top, and the boots at the bottom. In between is the long, unbroken swatch of blue. The result is a top-heavy effect. The design locates the character's center of gravity in his shoulders, giving the impression that he might tip over at any moment. Other trunkless designs attempt to compensate by adding a red belt, but it's not enough red, and even in designs which widen the belt, no yellow is there to ground it. The Rebirth design tries to eliminate the balance problem by making the red boots blue, but this only increases the imbalance and turns the costume from a baby onesie to a pair of footy pajamas. Trunks center the gravity of superheroes lower, in their core. The inverted triangle of their shape points down, and in the classic Superman's case, it echoes the S-shield, pointing down to their inverse cut in the V of his boots. Trunks are so useful that some characters even wear them over the same colored pants, like Captain America in many early designs. When artists take the trunks away, they still have a tendency to draw the outline. Or sometimes they recognize how awkward the character looks without them, and they create unnatural shadow or elements to hide the no-trunk area. like tree limbs straining to cover Adam and Eve in Renaissance paintings. In addition to aesthetics, the colors of a superhero costume also have a psychological effect, imparting information about the character to our subconscious. The classic Superman is primarily blue, broken up by red with hints of yellow, because blue elicits impressions of stability, depth, and wisdom, true blue. Red speaks of passion and determination, and yellow is safety and attentiveness. Superman is primarily true blue, but if you take away that large swatch of red in the trunks, you remove a large portion of his determination and will to act. And once again, we're left with a reluctant Hamlet type we see in the Snyder films. The same color psychology affects Batman without the trunks as well. Gray is methodical and logical, the perfect color for a detective. Nolan's films remove all gray for black, which is the color of mystery. So Batman became a ninja and no longer a detective. In certain characters, the trunks are key to balance, both in their aesthetic design and the effects they have on readers. Not every superhero needs trunks. Look at the Flash for an example. Jay Garrick was created in the true blue golden age and featured blue on his pants accordingly. But Barry Allen's Flash was created in the atomic age and the science fiction boom. Though Allen was certainly a true blue character, the focus of the times was on amazing abilities to rush in and out of danger in a blur and the science behind it. Stable, cool blue, or any major break in the head-to-toe red would have worked against his red flash of passion and action. The yellow accents are enough to convey safety. For characters built on strength, however, like Superman and Batman, who wear otherwise monochromatic bodysuits, the trunks are necessary. They are symbolically and artistically loaded with significance that can't be disregarded by misguided attempts to update the character. Such redesigns lose a part of the hero's core identity in the process. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Remember that taste is a separate thing from analysis. Some of you might simply prefer the look of a Superman with no red trunks, and you've every right to a personal taste. But how would you address the issues of strength, imagery, and aesthetic balance? Let's talk it out. If you enjoyed this video and it made you think, please click the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. New superhero analyses are added every Wednesday and most weekends. Until next time, keep enjoying and digging deeper into the superhero stories you love. Thanks for watching.